Look who's finally got a sofa after 12 years of living in Canada. Anyways, let's talk about fall capsule wardrobe today. Let me just get rid of these two balls. Almost ruined my shot. Well, if you are building a capsule wardrobe from scratch, it could be overwhelming because you might not know where to begin. So before I dive into the pieces in my fall capsule wardrobe, I'd like to share with you a few things to consider while building yours. First things first, how many pieces should you have in your capsule wardrobe? Well, it's typically recommended to have around 30 to 40 pieces, but that number is just a guideline. You can have more or less based on your needs, because it's your capsule. In terms of what and what not to include, I would say include everyday clothing items that you can easily mix and match. Accessories aren't typically considered part of a capsule wardrobe, but when it comes to shoes, some classify them as accessories while others classify them as clothing. I personally include them as clothing because you don't go out without shoes, do you? Apart from that, loungewear, sportswear, and underwear are also not usually included in a capsule wardrobe. As I've casually mentioned, I live in Canada, which is known for one thing, being cold. Although it wasn't even cold earlier this month, which was strange, probably because of global warming. Anyways, my point is, my capsule wardrobe might look very different from yours just based on the weather alone, so you've got to take into account the weather in your city. What is your capsule wardrobe for? It has to fit your actual lifestyle, not your fantasy lifestyle. Think about the activities that you typically do in a week and multiply it by 12 or 13, then you know exactly what you need for the entire season. Personal style is also a really important thing to consider when building your capsule. That includes your body proportions, your skin tone, as well as your favorite silhouettes, colors, and materials. I made an entire video about that, so feel free to check it out. The color palette is so crucial for a capsule wardrobe. If the colors don't match, it's not gonna work. That's why I always recommend starting with some neutral base colors, and then you can add some accent colors if you like. Personally, I don't like wearing colors, as you'll be able to tell from my capsule. I don't usually consider trends when building a capsule wardrobe, but recently, I find that sometimes trends could give us fresh inspirations for styling what we already have. And I just made a video about wearable fall-winter trends, which you're also welcome to check out. Alright, now it's time for me to show you my fall capsule wardrobe. I've selected 35 pieces in total this season. By the way, I swear this video was filmed during daytime with extra lighting, but the weather has been so gloomy that I can't do anything about it, aside from moving to a sunny island. You know what? Basic tops seriously don't get enough credit, but they are absolutely essential in any wardrobe. Lately, I've been sneakily upping my basic game. I just grabbed a couple of new ones from COS, and my all-time favorite colors, black and white. What I really like about these is their heavyweight fabric. It means they're built to last, so I won't be on the hunt for replacements anytime soon. In addition to crew necks, I've also added a couple of turtlenecks to my collection. I'd like to add some variety to my basics, and turtleneck tops are kind of like if a basic top and a turtleneck sweater had a baby. I got both of these from Cotton, one of my favorite Canadian sustainable brands that is also affordable. I just really appreciate what they do. As for shirts, I've got one lonely white shirt here. It's been a loner since 2016. White shirts are all the rage this season out of nowhere, but I've had this one in my wardrobe forever. It's from Massimo Dutti. I've always thought white shirts were perfect for layering. It's officially sweater weather. By the way, I always fold my sweaters to keep them in shape. I'm only hanging them like this for demonstration purposes in the video. Anyways, here are my trusty cashmere turtleneck sweaters for the chillier days. They say cashmeres are investment pieces. I can attest to that because my cashmere turtleneck from Lily Silk has appreciated by $100 since 2019. Honestly, it's outperforming my stocks. This one is from Everlane and it's also 5 years old now. Although they don't carry the same style anymore, I'm pretty confident it would have appreciated just as much by now. I also love wearing crew neck sweaters, especially when they have a more oversized fit. This cable knit sweater was gifted to me by Shampoo de Fan a couple of years ago. It's made from a luxurious blend of wool and cashmere, and I've been treasuring it. Another one of my favorites is this striped sweater, also made from a wool and cashmere blend. It's from Closed. I've always appreciated their transparency when it comes to sustainability. I've got 3 cashmere cardigans. all in the exact same style. I've been slowly adding a new one each year. This right here is my very first cashmere cardigan. I got it from Aritzia a couple of years ago. And then I picked up another one in black last year. Well, obviously, classic Gloria move. And this year I decided to incorporate more gray into my wardrobe, so I went ahead and got the gray version as well. I'm only gonna include one dress in my capsule, and it's none other than my all-time favorite cashmere turtleneck dress. I got it from Nadam 3 years ago, and ever since then, it's literally been my go-to dress for fall and winter. It's so cozy, and it's bougie. I'm just, in love with it. Honestly, I'm not much of a skirt person when the weather gets chilly, but hey, it's time to shake things up. This wool mini skirt has been collecting dust in my closet for about 5 years, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a spin this season. I think it'll look really chic with my riding boots. I got this silk maxi skirt from Reformation for my summer capsule wardrobe, but I'm thinking I can stretch its potential and create some fancy transitional outfits with it. Well, my jeans need no further introduction. I literally have the same 4 pairs in every single one of my capsule wardrobes. They're basically the Fantastic Four of my closet. I've got my classic straight leg white jeans from Aritzia, my good old straight leg blue jeans from Everlane, the effortlessly chic white leg blue jeans from a Goldie, and the sleek black skinny jeans from Everlane. Et voila! I finally got myself some new pants, and these two. Like I said, I wanted to add gray into my wardrobe. These gray wool pants are just perfect. They're polished and comfy as hell. Well, hell's not exactly comfy, but you know what I mean. And of course, I grabbed the exact same pair in black. Both of these are from Aritzia. I like that I can dress them up or down. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of them. And I've got some oldies but goodies here. These black leather pants are a staple in my fall and winter wardrobe. Every time I put them on, I feel like a total badass, ready to kick some ass. And yes, these wide leg pants are still kicking. I've had them for God knows how many years now. When it's right, it's right. And it's finally time for a jacket. Fun fact, Toronto actually went from 27 degrees last week to 8 degrees this week. So my window for wearing them is probably limited, but I'll take what I can get. I scored this All Saints leather biker jacket secondhand 3 years ago. While there are different styles like leather blazers and leather bombers, the biker jacket never gets old. One major change I've made to my capsule wardrobe this season is that I am swapping my sweatsuits for actual suits. This gray wool blazer is part of the same set as my gray wool pants. You know I'm leveling up when I go from rocking a gray sweatsuit to a full gray suit. And obviously I'm including my good old black wool blazer. I've worn it so much over the years. I've gotta say, it's a hard worker. Employee of the year, if I must. While I'm not particularly excited about the colder weather, I'm definitely excited to bring out my coat collection again. Let's start with this beauty, a gift from Fabrique last year. It might just be my all-time favorite coat. It's made from a wool and cashmere blend, and the fringe details just make it so special. Next up, we have this camel trench coat, another generous gift, this time from ICICLE a couple of years back. It's a plush blend of wool and silk, and I've also been cherishing it. Then there's this gray herringbone wool coat I scored secondhand a couple of years ago. It's from Intrend by Max Mara. It's another prized possession in my fall and winter collection. Now, this black wool coat from Massimo Dutti dates back to 2017, but it's still one of my go-to favorites. And might I mention, it's right on trend this season. And let's not forget about my black leather coat, which by the way is also on trend. I actually have 2 leather coats, but I decided to go with this one because it was gifted to me by my mom. Well, last but not least, I'll show you some shoes. I've practically worn these loafers into the ground. The buckles finally gave up, but then I gave them a makeover with some shiny new buckles, and now it feels like I've got a brand new pair of shoes. These combat boots have also been my trusty sidekicks for ages. I love their timeless design, which basically means I can keep rocking them forever. I got these Dear Francis ankle boots secondhand 3 years ago for a little over $300. Guess how much they're worth now? $1,000! Dear Francis to the moon, baby! And these riding boots from Anne de Meulemeester are also secondhand. Seriously, secondhand shopping is a godsend. It's not only eco-friendly, but also budget-friendly. And that's my best kept style secret. There you go! That was my 35-piece fall capsule wardrobe. As usual, I made a collage showing all the pieces in this season's capsule, which I will be posting shortly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!